So dear students, in the last class we have studied thermochemistry. What is thermochemistry? Thermochemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals with heat changes in chemical reactions. So as I have told you, there are two types of reactions, exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Reactions which takes place by the liberation of heat are called exothermic reactions. Here delta H is equal to negative. And also in exothermic reactions, energy of reactants is greater than energy of products. That is, HR is greater than HP. Enthalpy of reactants is greater than enthalpy of products. Therefore, what is delta H? Delta H is equal to HP minus HR. Enthalpy of products minus enthalpy of reactants. Since HR is greater than HP, delta H is negative in case of exothermic reactions. Example for exothermic reactions, Cg plus O2G gives CO2G, delta H equals minus 393.5 kilojoules. So it is an example for exothermic reactions. Here enthalpy of reactants is greater than enthalpy of products. Therefore, the difference of energy is liberated in the form of heat. Coming to endothermic reactions, reactions which takes place by the absorption of heat are called endothermic reactions. Here energy of reactants is less than energy of products, or enthalpy of reactants is less than enthalpy of products. Therefore, what is delta H? Delta H equals HP minus HR. Since HP is greater than HR, delta H is positive. Therefore, if delta H is negative, it is an exothermic reaction. If delta H is positive, it is an endothermic reaction. Example for endothermic reaction, N2G plus O2G gives 2NOG, delta H equals plus 180 kilojoules. So, if delta H is negative, exothermic reaction; if delta H is positive, it is endothermic reactions. So, and also we have studied what is a thermochemical equations. So, in thermochemistry, we will always write thermochemical reactions. What are thermochemical reactions? Thermochemical reactions are the balanced chemical equations which indicates the physical states of reactants and products and also the amount of heat liberated or absorbed. Such equations, thermochemical equations, are called thermochemical equations. A thermochemical equation is a balanced chemical equation which indicates the physical states of reactants and products and also the enthalpy changes during the reaction. So, today we will study what is enthalpy of reaction. What is enthalpy of reaction? The amount of heat liberated or absorbed during the reaction is called enthalpy of reaction. I will give you one example. CH4G. What is this one? Methane. When burnt in oxygen, gaseous oxygen, what are the products formed? When an organic compound undergo combustion, the products are always carbon dioxide and water. So, CO2G plus H2OL. So, delta H equals minus 890 kilojoules. 890 kilojoules. So, it is a thermochemical equation. So, thermochemical equation should be a balanced chemical equation. So, it should be balanced. C is balanced, H4 here H2, so it should be 2H2O. So hydrogen is balanced. Then what about oxygen? 2O plus O2, here only 2, here 2O2. So it is a balanced equation. It also indicates the physical states of reactants and products. So what is the enthalpy change? Delta H equals 890 kilojoules. Delta H equals minus 890 kilojoules. So what is the meaning of this one? So when 1 mole of methane, gaseous methane, burned with 2 moles of oxygen, gaseous, to give 1 mole of gaseous carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water, the amount of heat liberated, here it is minus, indicates that heat is liberated and it is an exothermic reaction, 890 kilojoules. So this is called enthalpy of this reaction, delta HR. The enthalpy of this reaction is delta HR is equal to minus 890 kilojoules. So how to read this one? So what is the definition of delta HR? This amount of heat is called enthalpy of this reaction, or it is also called as enthalpy change of this reaction. So you may be asked, what is enthalpy? What is enthalpy or enthalpy change of a reaction, delta H small r? So it is defined as, what is defined as? Enthalpy or enthalpy change of a reaction is defined as, this is the amount of heat liberated or absorbed, defined as the amount of heat absorbed or liberated. Istudda helo badalu, it is defined as the enthalpy change produced. So in one word, the amount of heat liberated or absorbed can be, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? It is the enthalpy change produced when reaction takes place between molar quantities of substances. Molar quantities of substances means reactants, as indicated in the balanced chemical equation. So this is a balanced chemical equation. This is the amount of enthalpy change produced. This is called enthalpy of the reaction. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced when reaction takes place between molar quantities of substances, as indicated in the balanced chemical equation of a reaction to give products. So this is the definition. So idu ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನು. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನು ನಡೆದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಆರ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದಿ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್. So it is defined as in inverted commas the enthalpy change. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced when reaction takes place between molar quantities. Reaction takes place between molar quantities of substances as indicated in the balanced chemical equation, as indicated in the balanced chemical equation of the reaction. So it is defined as the enthalpy change produced. This quantity is called the enthalpy change produced. It may be liberation or it may be absorption of heat. Generally it is called enthalpy change produced. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced when reaction takes place between molar quantities of substances as indicated in the balanced chemical equation of a reaction. Full stop. It is indicated as delta HR. It is indicated as delta HR. So example, write this reaction. CH4G plus 2O2G gives CO2G plus 2H2OL. CO2G plus 2H2OL. Delta HR equals 890 kilojoules. 890 kilojoules. So this is enthalpy change of reaction. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? Standard enthalpy change. It is denoted as delta H naught R. So it is called standard enthalpy change of reaction. So next we will study what is standard enthalpy change. What is standard enthalpy change? Standard enthalpy change of a reaction, delta H naught R. It is denoted as delta H naught R. So it is defined as the enthalpy change produced. It is defined as the standard enthalpy change is nothing but the enthalpy change of the reaction when the reactants and products are in their standard state. Reactants galu matte products galu standard state alli iddaga ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಿನ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್? ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ when the reactants and products are in their standard state. So write down standard enthalpy change. Standard enthalpy change delta H naught R is the enthalpy change of the reaction. It is standard enthalpy change is the enthalpy change of the reaction when the reactants and products, when the reactants and the products are in their standard state, in their standard state, or in their standard state. So standard enthalpy change is the enthalpy change of the reaction when the reactants and products are in their standard state. Example, H2G plus O2G. H2G plus of O2G gives H2OL. H2OL. So delta H equals minus 285.5 kilojoules. So when 1 mole of gaseous hydrogen reacts with half mole of gaseous oxygen to give 1 mole of water, 1 mole of water, what is the amount of heat liberated? Delta. So or otherwise you can write like this. H2G plus, 2H2G plus O2G gives 2H2OL. Delta H equals 571.6 kilojoules. 571.6 kilojoules. So in this reaction, so this is delta HR. So here hydrogen, oxygen and water are present in their standard state. So the enthalpy change produced when the reactants and products are in their standard state is called standard enthalpy change, delta H naught R. So this is what is known as standard enthalpy change. Standard enthalpy change. So then we shall know what is standard enthalpy. What is standard state of a substance? What is standard state of a substance? What is standard state? So I used the word standard state. Standard enthalpy change is nothing but the enthalpy change of the reaction when the reactants and products are in their standard state. What is standard state? So it is the state of the substance, the pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and any specified temperature is called standard state. Pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and any specified temperature is known as standard state of a substance. For example, what is the standard state of water at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin temperature? At this condition of temperature and pressure, water is present in the liquid state. Therefore, liquid state is the standard state of water at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin temperature. Similarly, what is the standard state of water at 1 bar pressure and minus 5 degrees centigrade? So the standard state of water at 1 bar pressure and minus 5 degrees centigrade is solid state, nothing but ice. So that is the standard state. At 100 degrees centigrade and 1 bar pressure, what is the standard state of water? It is a steam, water vapor. It is the standard state of water. So write down standard state of a substance. Write down the pure form of the substance the pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and at any specified temperature. The pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and at any specified temperature is called its standard state. Standard state. Example: the standard state of water at 1 bar pressure. Standard state of water is liquid at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin temperature. So the standard state of water is liquid at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin temperature. Similarly, the standard state of water is solid. It is called ice at 1 bar pressure and -5 degree centigrade, -5 degree Celsius. So this is standard state of water. So to mention the standard state of water, we have to mention, to indicate the standard state of water, we have to mention what is the condition of pressure and what is the condition of temperature. So the standard state of any substance is the pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and any specified temperature is called standard state of the substance. So now you understand what is enthalpy of reaction or enthalpy change of the reaction. So it is the amount of heat absorbed or liberated. That means it is defined as the enthalpy change produced when reactions takes place between molar quantities of substances as indicated in the balanced chemical equation of a reaction. So here next we will come standard enthalpy of reaction. It is the enthalpy of reaction when the reactants and products are in their standard state. What is standard state of a substance? It is the pure form of the substance at 1 bar pressure and 298 Kelvin, that means 25 degrees centigrade, is called standard state of the substance. So now we will understand what are the factors which influence enthalpy change of reaction. What are the factors which influence the enthalpy change of a reaction, that is delta H naught. So on what factors? So as I have told you, for example, 2H2G plus O2G gives 2H2OL. So here delta H equals minus 571.6 kilojoules. So this is a chemical reaction. During this chemical reaction, this amount of heat is liberated. So heat is liberated. So this amount of heat is called enthalpy of this reaction. So the enthalpy of this reaction depends upon what factors? The enthalpy of the reaction depends upon the following factors, namely, so the enthalpy of this reaction is minus 571. So this quantity of heat is liberated, that is called enthalpy of this reaction. So the enthalpy of this reaction, that means the amount of heat liberated or absorbed, depends upon number one, the physical states of reactants and products. The enthalpy change of reaction depends upon number one, physical states of reactants and products. Number two, the quantity of reactants reacted. How much quantity of reactants reacted is the second factor. And third factor, allotropic forms of the reactants. Allotropic forms of the reactants. And fourth one, the conditions of temperature and pressure. The conditions of pressure and volume. So these are the factors on which the enthalpy of reaction depends upon. The enthalpy of the reaction depends upon number one, the physical states of reactants and products, the amount of or the quantity of reactants reacted, number three, the allotropic forms of the reactants, and fourth one, the conditions of pressure and volume. Pressure and volume. So write down the factors which influence the enthalpy of reaction, delta HR, are number one, the physical states, whether it is solid, liquid or gas, physical states of reactants and products. So in a chemical reaction, these are the reactants. The substance which going to react are called reactants, and the substances which are formed during the reaction are called products. So the first factor which influence the enthalpy change of reaction are the physical states of reactants and products. Number two, the quantity of reactants reacted. So ಎಷ್ಟು quantity of reactants react ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, if half mole of water reacts with half mole of oxygen, half mole of hydrogen reacts with half mole of oxygen, the amount of heat liberated is less. So it depends upon the quantity of the reactants. Number three, the allotropic forms of the reactants. So if the reactants exist in different allotropic forms, say for example, the allotropic forms of phosphorus is white phosphorus and red phosphorus. So the amount of heat liberated during the reaction depends upon whether it is white phosphorus or red phosphorus. That is the meaning of allotropic forms. Sulfur also can exist in number of allotropic forms: sulfur rhombic, sulfur monoclinic, sulfur powder, etc. So fourth one, the conditions of pressure and volume. So the enthalpy of reaction. So this is important. Enthalpy of reaction. depends upon these four factors: physical states of reactants and products, quantity of reactants reacted, allotropic forms of the reactants, and conditions of pressure and volume. Pressure and volume. So we know what is enthalpy of reaction, standard enthalpy of reaction, what is standard state of a substance, and then what are the factors which influences the enthalpy of reaction. So now we will understand enthalpies of different types of reactions. So all these definitions are very important. Enthalpies of different types of reaction. Different types of reaction. So depending upon the nature of the reaction, we have got different types of enthalpies of reaction, namely enthalpy of formation, enthalpy of combustion, enthalpy of solution, enthalpy of atomization, enthalpy of phase transition, etc., so on and so forth. So depending upon the nature of the reaction, enthalpies of reactions are different. First we will know enthalpy of formation. So if the reactants and products are in their standard state, it is known as standard enthalpy of formation. So therefore write down what is, all these are very important from your examination point of view. What is standard enthalpy of formation? So this is the first type. So what is standard enthalpy of formation? Standard enthalpy of formation is denoted as delta H naught F. F means formation, delta H means enthalpy of reaction, 0 means standard enthalpy change of formation. Standard enthalpy of formation. What is standard enthalpy of formation? Explain with example. Explain with example. So I will give you the examples first. Say H2G plus half O2G. H2G plus half O2G gives plus half O2G gives H2OL. H2OL. So delta H of this reaction, the enthalpy of this reaction is equal to minus 285.5 kilojoules. Minus 285.5 kilojoules. So here, what is the amount of product formed? This is the product. H2O is the product. Hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants. How much amount of product is formed? 1 mole of the compound is formed from its elements. What are the elements of water? Hydrogen and oxygen. So here 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements. The amount of heat liberated is equal to minus 285.5 kilojoules. This is called enthalpy of this reaction. Here delta HF naught is also equal to delta HR. Enthalpy of formation of water is also equal to enthalpy of reaction, that is equals minus 285.5 kilojoules. I will give you another example. Cg plus O2G, carbon combines with oxygen forming carbon dioxide G, CO2G. Here what is the compound formed? The compound formed is carbon dioxide. How much compound is formed? 1 mole of compound is formed. So this compound is formed from its elements. Carbon and oxygen are the elements of carbon dioxide. Therefore, what is delta HR? Enthalpy of this reaction equals minus 393.5 kilojoules. Therefore, delta HF of CO2, enthalpy of formation of CO2, is also equal to enthalpy of this reaction, that is minus 393.5 kilojoules. So here also you can write delta HF naught of water is equal to HR of this reaction. So in example 1 mole of water is formed from its elements. So the enthalpy, the amount of heat liberated during this reaction is also called as the enthalpy of formation of water, because 1 mole of water is formed from its elements. Therefore, the enthalpy of this reaction is also called the enthalpy of formation of water. In the second example, also 1 mole of carbon dioxide is formed from its elements. So the amount of heat liberated is minus 393.5 kilojoules. Therefore, the enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide is also equal to the enthalpy of this reaction, that is equals minus 393.5 kilojoules. I will give you another example. N2G plus O2G gives 2NOG. 2NOG. What is delta HR of this reaction equals plus 180 kilojoules. 180 kilojoules. What is enthalpy of formation of nitric oxide equals enthalpy of this reaction divided by 2. This is equals plus 180 divided by 2, that is equals plus 90 kilojoules. So what happens here? So in this reaction 2 moles of nitric oxide is formed from its elements. In these examples 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements. Here 2 moles of the compound is formed from its elements, nitrogen and oxygen. The amount of heat liberated equals 180 kilojoule. The amount of heat absorbed during the formation of 2 moles of nitric oxide is equal to 180. What is the definition of enthalpy of formation? It is the enthalpy change of the reaction when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements. So when 2 moles is formed, this much amount of heat is absorbed. Therefore, when 1 mole of nitric oxide is formed, the amount of heat absorbed is equal to delta H divided by 2, that is equals 180 divided by 2, that is equals 90 kilojoules. So what is the definition of enthalpy of formation? So enthalpy of formation is defined as the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements in their standard state. So enthalpy of formation, which is very important. 1 mole of compound ಅದರ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟು ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್? ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಬದಲು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. It means amount of heat liberated or absorbed. It is the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements in their standard state. So this is the definition. So write down, this is the definition of standard enthalpy of formation delta HF naught. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವ್ಯಾನ್ 1 mole of compound, this is very very important. 1 mole of compound ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದರ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ವೆನ್ 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements in their standard state. This is very simple. It is defined as the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements in their standard state. So now write down the examples. Example number 1, H2G plus half O2G gives H2OL. Delta HR, this is the enthalpy of this reaction, is equal to minus 285.5 kilojoules. Therefore enthalpy of formation of water delta HF naught of H2O equals delta HR, that is equals minus 285.5 kilojoules. Now write down so this reaction can be read as when 1 mole of water is formed from its elements. When 1 mole of water is formed from its elements, what are its elements? Hydrogen and oxygen. In their standard state, comma, the amount of heat liberated is 285.5 kilojoules. Therefore delta HF naught of water is equal to enthalpy of reaction, that is equals minus 285.5 kilojoules. 285.5 kilojoules. So this is one example. So I will give you another example. Example 2, N2G plus O2G gives 2NOG. Delta HR is equal to plus 180 kilojoules. So in this reaction, when 2 moles of nitric oxide is formed from its elements, 180 kilojoules of heat is absorbed, but delta HF naught means the amount of heat absorbed when 1 mole of nitric oxide. Therefore, delta HF naught of nitric oxide equals delta HR divided by 2. So this is the amount of heat absorbed when 2 moles of nitric oxide is formed. So what is the definition of delta HF naught? It is the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of nitric oxide is formed. Therefore, it should be divided by 2, that is equals plus 180 divided by 2, that is equals plus 90 kilojoules. So therefore, that is when 1 mole of nitric oxide is formed from its elements, the amount of heat absorbed, is delta HF naught of NO equals plus 90 kilojoules. So I will give you another example. CaOS plus CO2G gives CaCO3G. Delta HR of this reaction, is equal to minus 1 178.3 kilojoules. So ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೊನೇಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ when 1 mole of calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide, 1 mole of calcium carbonate ಬಂದಿದೆ. Enthalpy change of this reaction is equal to minus 180.3 kilojoules. So what is it the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate? This is not the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate, because calcium carbonate is not formed from its elements. It is formed by the reaction of 2 compounds. These are the 2 compounds. Therefore, this is not the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate. So write down, it is not the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate, since CaCO3 is not formed from its elements. So enthalpy of formation ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸು ಅದರ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡು 1 ಮೋಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿನ ನಾವು ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್. So here calcium carbonate is formed from compounds calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Therefore, this enthalpy of reaction cannot be considered as the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate, because calcium carbonate is not formed from its elements directly. It is formed from other compounds. Therefore, this is not the enthalpy of formation of calcium carbonate. So now you can understand the first Enthalpy. There are different types of enthalpies of reaction depending upon the nature of the reaction. So under that, today we have studied what is enthalpy of formation. Enthalpy, what is enthalpy of formation? It is the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements. It is the enthalpy change produced when 1 mole of compound is formed from its elements. The amount of compound formed should be 1 mole and the reactant should be the elements of that compound. Then only the enthalpy of that reaction becomes the enthalpy of formation of that compound. Is it not? If 2 moles of compound is formed, the enthalpy of formation is equal to enthalpy of reaction divided by 2. If 3 moles of compound is formed, the enthalpy of formation of that compound is equal to enthalpy of that reaction divided by 3. If that compound is not formed directly from its elements, the enthalpy of that reaction should not be considered for the calculation of enthalpy of formation of that compound. So this is enough for today. We will continue tomorrow. Okay, thank you.